Okay, so here's what happened. I was walking up to a stop, which had had a girl on the curb. They were straight in front of me on the sidewalk, so I didn't really need to get too close, but he says to me, okay. And then another guy had walked up, and then, there's still this girl on the curb, and then eventually he's actually let out somebody from the back of his unit that he had handcuffed in the back for some reason. And ended up letting him go. I waited, and once that car had driven off, I came up to the side, and the officer says to me,
"Good evening now, right? Good or not? I'm sure there's more exciting things to do than us. Have a good night."
Well, this is what I'm doing, so.
Have a good night.
You too. See you around. I said, you know what? I don't recognize you. I've never seen you before. What's your name? And he says, I've never seen you before, actually. What's your name?
It's okay, I'm not gonna say it.
You're not going to tell me your name? So that's when, I was like, oh, 80687. I guess I'll just find out myself. Do you know who I am?
Have a good night, man.
Gotta be a jerk. We got the Harbor Division to identify him. Kind of got the sit in the wait fucking action, and here's the thing, is that some of you, if you're a new viewer, you might not know, Foxy and I had went to Harbor Division like a year ago, and we wanted to know the identity of two officers we had like a little banter with in the Rite Aid parking lot. Do you know anything about police accountability?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so then why are we having this? And he wouldn't identify himself, and what's your name and badge number?
You don't need it.
What's your name and badge numbers?
We're not giving it to him.
Oh, are you speaking for him now too?
I said we are not giving it.
Yeah, as in.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, we went in, we talked to the officer at the desk, and right then and there, we gave the unit number, and he went clickety-clack on his little computer, and he said...
No, what night?
It was last night. This morning? This morning, yeah. Sure.
Hunter.
Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last name?
Mm-hmm.
And his partner? Chavez. That was the last time, the only time we were ever just given a straight up answer. So, we'd gone back for, I think it was Officer Rubright that was taking pictures of Foxy, and we wanted to know who the officer was anyway, and yeah. She had the unit number, the time, everything that I had for the first officer we asked about, everything. And it was like...
Tell me what happened.
Okay.
Somebody took some photos.
Let me see. Can you take the plug? I don't want to yank it out of your ear.
I'm sure that's not a weapon. Don't be filming me. I don't know what that is, okay?
What is?
You sure it's not, have the watch commanders looked and make sure it's not a weapon?
Is that...
I'm serious, because people...
It's a camera.
I don't know that until someone...
Are you looking at it? Are you talking about my camera?
It doesn't matter which camera, ma'am.
What kind of a weapon would it be? What kind of a weapon looks like a camera and is a camera?
Ma'am, you ain't been out there on these streets.
Yeah, you're right, and I'm not equipped with anything
watch
like...
commanders come out and look and make sure. I don't know.
You don't know by looking at it?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
If you, that means that you've seen something of the sort before?
have.
So then you would know if you were looking at it
No, I
again?
haven't seen a weapon that looks like a camera a lot of times.
Okay, we don't have any weapons at all. So this is not a weapon. This is a camera. It's called a GoPro.
That number right there, you'll call. That's an RNI department.
Are you just gonna
They
push?
make all the decisions.
But
in
listen,
terms of-
we've come in here before, and the person who was sitting there in that chair went on his computer right then and there when we gave him the unit number, the date, and he was able to pull it up right then and there.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Because you don't want
Okay?
to, or
Not-
because
not
you can't?
because I don't to, because we have a department that handles all those.
I need to identify an officer
Why is that?
because I need to know who he was. He was taking pictures of me, and so I want to do a FOIA request. Maria Bonner.
Do you want to commend him for something? You want to? Is there a problem with him?
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't recognize him. I don't know.
Can't you put?
Who was driving that car that day?
You don't know because.
No, I don't. I can't pull it up right now. I don't have time to start pulling up things. Is there a problem with him right now?
Just put it in your fucking computer. Right here, right there, at the desk, like you did before. Nope, never again. I had a officer today not want to identify himself, and I was wondering if I could get his name. Okay, who's your watch commander tonight?
Tonight, I believe it's Lieutenant Cato. Or
Cato.
Holyfield. Go get one of them.
Go get one of them. Did it sound like a little bit or a long little bit?
I don't know if he's busy or not.
You don't know if he's busy? He didn't say whether he was busy? He didn't say whether he was busy?
No.
All I want to do is identify. I mean, I have a picture of him. I mean, you guys could even. I mean, I could show you the picture. You could tell me who it is.
No, I'll let him tell you.
What's the big secret? There's transparency. Ooh. They just can't think for themselves. I like the picture.
What would happen if you did tell me who it was?
We don't know. He has the information. He has information for that. We don't have it.
But I have a picture of the officer that you can't look at him and say.
300 people that work here.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
The person who just.
that's an interesting route you're going this time. It's really not. I mean, I kind of feel bad that you had to write something down. I was just wondering if there's an officer today that wouldn't identify himself. I mean, he basically said no when I asked, and I was just wondering if you could. I don't know if you could either just by looking at him identify him, or I guess because I have his license number and the unit number.
Well, let's see what you got. Yeah, I personally don't recognize him.
Okay, so then you want to look it up by the unit number?
I can.
Okay.
I can try.
Really?
And what was the circumstances you were talking to, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, when I approached him, I mean, basically I was recording. He's like, if you want to record, just, make sure you stay right there, which I really wasn't going to get that much closer. But then once the people had driven away.
So he was at a traffic stop or something?
Yeah, but once they got in their car and left, and I walked over and he said something along the lines of, you could probably find something better to do tonight than to do this. And I said, this is what I'm doing. And I was like, but I've never seen you before, so what's your name? So, okay. You wanna?
I can write it down. I don't need to get it from
Alright.
you.
What's your name?
I'm Sergeant Talmadge.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you a business card before we're done.
Okay.
80687.
And then the license. I mean, you.
License plate won't really
Okay.
help me too much. The number on the car.
Oh, what's your policy on identifying yourself?
Well, if I detain you,
That's
right?
not the case.
But that's not the case, right? I
Right.
know I have to tell you who I am.
Oh,
right?
okay.
But I'll tell you, I'm not 100% sure if you walk up to me, if I'm required to. We have our ID on our uniform and our badge.
It's kind of hard to see from a distance.
No, I understand it. I gotta find out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say we absolutely have to or say we absolutely don't, because it's the first time I've ever investigated anything like this, so I don't know for
Really?
sure. Yeah, I mean, it's never come up that someone approached the police.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say that. He engaged with me. He engaged in a conversation.
No, I understand,
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah.
right, but he wasn't detaining you, right?
No, not at all, yeah.
Right, so if that were the case, I would tell you absolutely they have
Uh-huh.
to identify themselves. But in this case, I'm not sure.
It doesn't. You don't think that it falls under the transparency with?
Well,
having it-
we don't
that's why
really
you
know-
put it right there. I mean, you might as.
Right. I mean, if we have a policy, I don't know what it is. I'll tell you that I don't understand why they wouldn't. I mean, I don't mind. People ask me, sure, I'll tell you, but I'm not every officer, right?
Yeah.
So I'll find out. I don't know how long it will take me to find out precisely that information,
Oh, really?
but I'll give you my card if you want to check back with
Yeah.
me. I'll be happy to do that.
All right. So when's a good time? Are you?
I work at night.
Yeah, me too.
The best way to reach me is by my email. It's on the card.
Okay. I'll probably I'll probably come back in, to be honest.
That's fine. No problem.
I know they want to see me again.
Be careful, because if
Yeah.
you touch it right now, it'll
Yeah,
swear. I don't want you to do that. Now let me ask you this: can I get your information?
What information do you want?
Your name?
Yeah, I can give you my name.
Okay, go ahead. Here's
Laura.
mine, right?
I'm not going to give you any more than Laura.
Okay, well, here's the reason I'm asking,
Mm-hmm.
is because if it turns out the officer violated policy, I have to take action.
Okay, but you still don't need any more than. I mean, I'll come back,
Okay.
and I'm not making a formal complaint as of yet. So
You see, if I find out that, even if you say I don't want to make a complaint, if I find out he violated policy, then it's a
I didn't say
complaint.
I didn't want to though.
No, I know. That's
Okay,
fine, Laura.
I mean,
What's that?
yeah, just Laura. It's Laura.
That's fine.
Laura Shark.
Is there anything else I can do for you right now?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You guys have a good night, okay?
All right, you too. Have I ever recorded you before?
Once.
Yeah?
A long time ago.
Really? What was it? I was trying to remember right now. I was like, I know I've seen you before.
I think you got them mixed up to.
With what?
It was like 5 minutes.
Or were you just in passing? Were you?
on her channel?
Have you seen?
yourself?
Have you?
I saw her recording me. She talked to this.
I know, but where did I actually? Was it a video that went up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you were just, I think it was somewhere in an alley.
We're in a dark alley.
In a dark alley.
I don't remember how long ago it was. I thought it was kind of recent though.
No, I haven't worked nights forever.
All right. Now you're back to nights. Oh.
See you anymore.
Yep. You sure will. So, that's that.
My name is Laura Shark, and I record the police. Wait, what? I record the